Jesus said in John 13:7, "You don't understand now what I'm doing, but someday you will." How many times in your life have you questioned God's activity? How many times have you asked God why, only to later on find out the answers in due time? See, sometimes when we're experiencing discomfort, we demand answers from God. But in the proper season, when the time is right, God will reveal to you why those things happened the way they did. And as you walk boldly in faith and look back over the course of your life, you will see the hand of God, the provision of God, the grace of God, but it takes time. And so whatever you're going through right now, say, God, I might not understand why this is happening to me. I might not understand why I need to go through this, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with laying that question into your hands, knowing that on this side of eternity, I might not have all the answers. But I'm trusting you, God, knowing that you know better than I. You don't understand now what He is doing, but the promise is one day you will.
Hey, Blue Jaden here. So, I haven't made a wide awake video in a long time. And, hey. I know. Can you just, the volume? Crank it down. Alright, so, I just want to leave you guys with a few things, a few gems, if I may. And there are tips to basically quiet your mind. So, first one is, you can't control everything, but you can calm your mind. Thoughts come and go. Let them pass. Not every feeling needs a response. Silence speaks louder than worry. Pause before reacting. Clarity comes in stillness. Your energy is precious. Protect it. Let go of what you cannot change. Peace can begin in one small moment. One deep breath can reset your day. Focus on what matters. Ignore the rest. Less noise, more clarity. Calmness is a choice, not a circumstance. You don't need to figure everything out at this time, in this very moment. Small steps lead to bigger inner shifts. Acceptance frees your mind. Stop comparing your journey to others. Quiet time heals faster than busy time. Thoughts are visitors, not permanent tenants. Give your mind space to breathe. Stillness is your greatest ally. Alright, so basically I want to go into each of the sayings, and I want to elaborate on what I meant. So, you can't control everything, but you can calm your mind. And what I mean by this is, we need strategies to calm our mind, like meditation and, deep breathing. And so when we practice, we build almost like we working on a resilience muscle in your brain to teach yourself to, instead of spinning your wheels, to stay in the present and not focus on the future or the past. And so thoughts come and go. Let them pass. Think of, think of the rain. Like right now, and I'm upstate New York, and it's raining, right? So if you think about the clouds in the sky, just like bad thoughts, you could compare the bad thoughts to clouds. We know that the clouds are gonna come. We know that we might see a rainbow after, and Maya Angelou was great for that. Rainbow in the clouds. There's always going to be a rainbow in the clouds. Let the thoughts come in like those clouds in the sky. Let them come, let them go, let them pass, let them go. You know what I'm saying? And don't hold on to things, because having that is a freeing mindset. And you know what I'm saying? By observing that, we don't have to necessarily like get caught up, and this can help reduce the mental clutter that we can sometimes have. Not every feeling needs a response was the next saying, and basically this was something that serves to be a powerful reminder. Not only can it lead to, having a mindset that's liberating, but it also will help us improve our personal and our professional relationships. It definitely will help the average person to think about what comes out their mouth, because when we tend to experience intense emotions, especially during a conflict, sometimes we can say things that we regret. And, having that saying in the back of your mind will definitely help with the impulsivity. Next saying was, silence speaks louder than worry. You ever heard somebody give a speech and in the middle of the speech they pause? When you're silent, even for a moment, it can convey that you have confidence. And sometimes you talk to people and they want to fill up every inch of the space with a word or with something, and sometimes that could be perceived as deceptive behavior. So that saying can definitely help you if you use it, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be wanting to talk every minute and every second of the conversation, and embracing that silence can help you come up with something that's more clear that you want to say, instead of just trying to talk to a person to respond and not understand, if that makes sense. Pause before reacting. Clarity comes in stillness. It goes hand in hand with that impulsivity thing. I'm gonna rush this up because I don't want to spend too much longer. Your energy is precious, protected. Energy is something else. If you're around a bunch of low vibrating frequencies and everything, don't be surprised when your mind is giving those low vibrating thoughts to match their frequency. At the end of the day, you got to watch who you around, and you got to watch what they talking about. I always say to somebody, the minute they come to me in a conversation, I don't want to talk about other people. I'm not one of the people that gossip and that enjoy gossip. I'm not one of the people that enjoy drama. I do everything in my power to protect my peace, and I can't be for everybody, and everybody ain't for me. I would suggest you be on the same wave, because people will try to bring their energy, and there are energy vampires. That is a very real thing, so I definitely will pay attention to that. The next saying was, hold on just a second. The next saying was, let go of what you cannot change. Being present, that goes hand in hand with that. One deep breath can reset your day. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing that I talk about a lot. Focus on what matters and ignore the rest. Hand in hand, you know what I mean? Take one step at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself by overwhelming your thoughts, by trying to worry about things that you can't control, because all that's going to do is make you mentally distressed. It's only going to cause more stress. Less noise, more clarity. We all have our own noise, and sometimes, you really need to quiet what's going on in the world. Political perceptions can feed into that. People who come to you with their stressful problems, sometimes you need to hit that do not disturb, turn off the world, and really tap into your being in solitude, being alone, because sometimes that's when we are most creative. These sayings just solidify what we already know. I'm just reminding you, calmness is a choice, not a circumstance, and that makes sense. You don't need to figure everything out right now. In this very time in the moment, all of your problems, just face it and accept it. It's not going to be solved overnight. The best thing to do is to write them all down and try to execute them week by week by coming up with small steps that will help take care of it. And then next thing you know, you're looking up and the problem is taken care of. Small steps lead to bigger inner shifts. The more we focus on rewiring our brain to even when we do have a low frequency thought coming in, reject it, acknowledge and accept that you having that. Maybe you're ruminating. I tend, when I get angry about something, I will ruminate about it. I'll go over and over and over again in my mind about the scenario. And sometimes you can't control that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't control, what's making you ruminate or what's making you get angry. But what you can do is control how your mind feels by going over some of the things and the tips that I'm giving you. Quiet time heals faster than busy time. Again, shutting off people and their problems, maybe spending more time by yourself. That's how I would approach that. Thoughts are visitors, not permanent tenants. Hand in hand. Give your mind space to breathe, and stillness is your greatest ally. So I'm hoping you taking everything, all I've given you. Those sayings, again, they kind of go hand in hand. So I want to keep repeating myself in the video. I'm going to edit it down. But again, this is at Explore Your Internal World, Wide Awake. I'm your host, Blue Jayden. Be safe and God bless. Thank you for tuning in.